It's your girl Casey English, aka CC Love, and I am back with another video. I am super excited. I've been super consistent, and let me tell you guys immediately what this next video is going to be. This is, of course, for our series, or for my series, the Get to Know Me series, which is a 10-part series on my YouTube channel. Be sure to like, share, subscribe, hit the follow button, do all that you need to do if you want to stay up on my content. But this particular video is going to be my top 10 favorite movies of all time. I do want to let out a disclaimer, however, because I just want to let you guys know that this is subject to change. However, my first two are just always going to be my first two, like ever. But like everything else apart or under the first two are subject to change, depending on where I'm at emotionally, depending on what I want to do with my life, or where I'm at with my life. And so yeah, I just had to let that disclaimer out. So if you hear me on any other platform saying that my top 10 is different, then I may be at a different space and place in my life, okay? But let's begin. Number 1 in my top 10 favorite movies are Love and Basketball. Yes. And as of late, I just want to let this out. As of late, I have heard some slander about Love and Basketball, about how the relationship was toxic, about how his parental example was toxic, his dad was cheating on his mom all over the place, and that's why he went and cheated on her and did her dirty, got a whole other girlfriend, all that jazz. And I am still a stan. I'm just here to let you know that like relationships go through things, and at the end of the day, she knew what she wanted and he just needed a little bit of time to figure it out. At the end of the day, she got her man and he got the woman that he deserved, and also who just happens to be the woman of his dreams. Okay, so I will literally not tolerate any slander about Love and Basketball. It is ultimately one of my favorite movies. It is so good. I think I'm going to be listing all of these movies on my letterboxed. I'm going to create a list specifically for my top 10 favorite movies, and I'm going to link it in my bio. So be sure to go check out my letterboxd and all my other lists on my letterboxd. Be sure to like them before you leave, and let me know what movies you plan on watching if you haven't seen them as yet. All right, number 2, The Notebook. I want a Noah, and I can't remember her name right now, but I want that type of love. I want a man to build me a house. I want him to be my first time. I want everything that was involved and everything that happened in The Notebook. I want that type of love, okay? And I don't know if you're sensing a theme here, but practically a lot of my top 10s are gonna be either romances, dramas, or romantic comedies. I'm just that girl. It's all about love over here. That's what really gets me. And so yeah, practically all of these are rom-coms. So don't at me, at your mama. Number 3, The Fault in Our Stars. That movie still has a special place in my heart. I love it so very much. It made me cry. It made me literally just think about how short life is. It made me just want to love my people harder, like all my loved ones. And if a movie is able to have that impact on you, then you just know it's a good one. And The Fault in Our Stars is absolutely a great movie without giving anything away. And I'm pretty sure a lot of people have seen it, so it's like I'm not spoiling anything, especially not for this demographic. I hope not. But it's literally an amazing film, and if you haven't watched it, please go see that film, The Fault in Our Stars. Number 4, A Walk to Remember. This is another one that's a tearjerker. This is another one about life and death and love and how life can be so short, but we choose to love through it, and finding somebody that's gonna love you in the midst of your battles. And that's basically what happened essentially in The Fault in Our Stars and in A Walk to Remember. You know, like, I feel like I would be so hopeless. I may be so hopeless if I were to get a diagnosis like that. It would be like, well, love's completely out the drain. That's the last thing that's on my mind if I'm, you know, going through a cancer battle or going through anything. But to find somebody to love you for who you are and to see beyond your illness and to love you at the core of who you are is something that is so beautiful. And that's why I will always love these films. If they're not in the top 10, they're at least going to be in the top 20 or top 50 for me. So yeah, A Walk to Remember. This one is a favorite of mine. I think this one's practically gonna always be in the top 10 because it made me laugh, it made me cry, it made me yearn for love. This one is called 50 First Dates. Now, if you know the plot to 50 First Dates, you just know how amazingly cute it is. Like, the fact that he stayed committed throughout, the fact that she kept forgetting who she is, and he had to remind her every day that I am your husband, I am the father of your child, I am the man who's gonna be there through it all, and I'm gonna love you every day like it's the first day that we met. Is that not a love that we all yearn for and wish for? Yes, it is. Yes, it is, and yes, I want it. I don't want that freaking head trauma. But I want that type of love. I want a love that feels like it's the honeymoon period every day. And yes, that's something that you have to work. And he worked for it every day. He created that video. He did what he had to do to keep his woman at his side. And I absolutely love and adore that film. Y'all could never make me hate it. This is one of Adam Sandler's best works, if you ask me. Like, he could do no wrong in my eyes because he created and starred in 50 First Dates, okay? And Drew Barrymore acted perfectly in that role. She brought the laughs, but she also brought that soft-hearted character who was just like, kind of like the girl next door that we all were rooting for and wanted her to find love. And it was just the most amazing thing to witness. Number 6. 500 Days of Summer. 500 Days of Summer. Zooey Deschanel. Oh my god, I'm blanking on his name, but he got 3 names. Joseph Gordon-Levitt. I love him so much. The two of them acted so perfectly in this freaking film. It's the cutest thing ever, but it's so realistic. Like, this movie is one of the most realistic depictions of what I think a romantic love looks like the ups and the downs and all of the things that happens in between. Like, it's, yeah, it has those cute moments, those kissy, cute, feely moments, but it also has real relationship drama that relationships go through, and I absolutely love that about this film. Definitely check it out if you haven't watched it as yet. 500 Days of Summer is definitely going to be in one of your top 100 films when you do watch it, so please go watch it. Number 8, I think it's Before Sunset or Sunrise, but that film is also super amazing. It literally speaks to undying love and undying devotion. It speaks to just a man who is so committed. I love the dynamic of the main characters in this film. I love the scenic views featured in this film. I love the setting in this film. Also the words, like the script is also beautifully written. Like, a lot of good lines in there. You're gonna love it. You're going to love it. It's also a film that is rewatchable. It's one of those films that you watch it one time, you're gonna fall in love, but also if you're at a friend's house and they're like, you want to watch Before Sunset, Before Sunrise, you're like, yeah, I could watch it again. It's like it has that ability to just make it feel brand new for the viewer, and there's always something to grasp and always something new to learn when watching a film like this. And so I think it's definitely going to be one of your favorites. Before Sunrise or Sunset. Yeah. You know, Google it. Google it. Still Magnolias. Oh my gosh, this is another favorite of mine. It is so good. Both the original and the remake of Still Magnolias are gonna get your tears flowing. If you a person, you're a girl's girl, you've had girlfriends and you like to chop it up with your girls, and you've always had a close-knit family circle with your girls, it literally, it's about family, it's about friendship, it's about life, it's about love, it's about the trials and tribulations, it's about illness and how we navigate that as family, as friends. Oh my god, it's so beautifully written, and it speaks to the tightness of sisterhood. It speaks to the undeniable bond that sisters have, and the undeniable bond that forms from the friends that we choose to be a part of our life. It speaks about community, like all of these things. It brings all of these major topics together and puts them into this jambalaya bowl, and it just creates something beautiful. And it's gonna get you, like, you're gonna need tissues. Be sure to wear waterproof mascara if you're wearing makeup that day. Like, honestly, you're gonna be wetting your entire face. Your tears are gonna be your setting spray that day, essentially. So I'm telling you, like, right now, this film is gonna get you where your heart beats. So be on the lookout for that. But it's definitely an amazing film, deserves to be in anybody's top 10, and I will die on this hill. It is that good. Still Magnolias, the original and the remake. I think this is my number 9. Number 9 is About Last Night. Now this one's a romantic comedy. Just like 50 First Dates, it has that feel of like just making you laugh, but also being all cute and stuff like that. And so I just love the original. It's so funny, but the original gives a bit more drama, whereas I feel like the remake leans a bit more towards the comedy aspect of it. And I just love the characters chosen for both of those films, both of the original. I think the original is an all-white cast, and the remake is an all-black cast, if I'm not mistaken. And both of them are so funny, but so heartwarming. You're gonna root for the characters. You're gonna want them to fall in love. You're gonna want them to, like, do that thing that, you know, that lets the other character know, like, yes, my heart beats for you and you're the one that I want. So do that big romantic gesture and get him and get the girl and get the guy and have that big scene ending kiss. Like, you're gonna wanna see that. You're gonna root for that. Your heart's gonna yearn for that because the characters are so lovable and you're like, they deserve love. But it's absolutely so good. You're gonna love it. And that's why it's definitely in both of them, the original and the remake, are in my top 10. And last but not least, Creed Part 2. Now you may be wondering, why Creed Part 2? Because there are 3 films currently in this franchise. Well, I think Part 2 is just a bit more romantic for me. Part 2 is like literally the progression to their love, and it really shows their love standing the test of time and how they stick together and really are each other's support system in the trying times of their love. Like part one was all the good stuff, the flirtation, the getting to know each other, the sexy times and all that jazz. But part two was really when their love was put to the test and they proved that they were committed to this relationship, they were committed to each other, and they were going to ride or die for each other. And that's the type of love that we all want, and that's the type of love that we all deserve. So Creed part two, in as much as it's about other things, the romance definitely is a heavy part. It's definitely a part of who Creed is at heart. Without his woman, he will not be the same fighter. I would die on this hill, so please don't try to argue with me about that, okay? He would not be the same fighter. He would not be the same man that he is without his woman by his side. And so the fact that they were so committed to each other, and they had their baby, and they went through all that they had to go through together with her, and it was just such a beautiful love story, even though it was literally about other things. Like it was about the fighting and da-da-da-da, but at the core of it all, it was Creed and his woman and the new life that they were about to bring into this world, and that they brought into this world. And it was the most amazing thing to witness on screen. I felt like I was starting a family with this man. Honestly, it's so good. So go check it out. I'm pretty sure, if you haven't, what have you been doing with your life? You freaking Patrick. Get out from under your rock and go watch that right now. Okay, I have a couple of honorable mentions. I only have like a couple seconds left. The time is running out. The time is running out. All right, so I have a couple of honorable mentions. Let's start with Beaches, the original and the remake. This film is so beautiful. It's so beautiful. It speaks to the undying devotion and literally the bond of sisterhood that lasts throughout a lifetime. And it literally speaks to literally my adult relationships, in that we are living life. We're doing what we're doing. Some of us are starting families. Some of us are getting married. Some of us are having kids. Some of us are doing what we're doing, and sometimes we haven't spoken in a little minute, but when we do catch up, honey, it's like, where has the time gone? And it surely hasn't affected this dynamic. And that's literally what Beaches has been like. It's like literally friends being together through it all, going through life together, and just chopping it up with each other about the ups and downs of their life, and literally being there for each other when it matters. In the moments when they really need each other, they're there for each other. They're hopping on the plane and hopping on a train and doing what needs to be done, and driving to the hospital to be there for their friend. And having a person like that, just having one person like that in your life, is literally all you need. And so I absolutely love this thing. It's film. It's so beautiful. It's definitely gonna get you to cry and shed those tears, but it's one of my absolute most favorite films. I feel like if I were in a different season, space, period in my it would be definitely in my top 10. If I were to switch up a few films and remove them from my top 10 to add Beaches to my top 10, I'd do it, because it's such a beautiful film. Next honorable mention is Breakfast at Tiffany's. I absolutely love this film. It's such a classic, and I was hearing a lot of people say that for a while, and at that point I hadn't watched it yet. And then I watched this film for the first time, and I was like, yeah, they're right. And I'm kind of mad at myself that I'm only just seeing this film, because it's so beautifully written. It's about love. It's about feminism. It's about womanhood. The classic stylings and the fashion served in this film, so freaking amazing. Absolutely beautiful. I love everything about it. It makes me want to be a classic 1960s, 1950s, 1940s type of woman. Like, I just want to, you know, like, get me tailor suited and give me the fresh fit. And I just want a type of man who is dapper and demure and, like, yes, is heading for his job with his briefcase at his side. Like, yes, that's the type of life I want to live. Like, Breakfast at Tiffany's inspired so many aspects of who I am and want to be when I'm striving for my main character energy and I want to be in that bag. Like, I'm definitely pulling a little bit from Breakfast at Tiffany's, and I'm pulling a little bit from Miss Audrey Hepburn, honey, because she sewed fashion on and off the screen, okay? So, yeah. Breakfast at Tiffany's. An amazing honorable mention. What else? We have two shouts by who I now know is definitely one of my favorite actors of all time, because I literally just fell in love with him. I just saw him in these two recent films and I was like, I'm kind of in love with this man. Just the way that he acts, and he it seems like he acts so effortlessly, but he definitely gets his point across, and he is able to, like, almost nonchalantly capture my heart. And it's just like, how did you do that? Because I need the 411 on the way you move, mister, because you kind of have me right here by the heartstrings. So let's talk about it. Let's talk about Mr. Burt Reynolds. I know you weren't thinking it was gonna be Burt Reynolds, but yes, it's Mr. Burt Reynolds who has my heart currently. All these other men, they are nothing to me, okay? In Semi-Tough and Best Friends, both of those films are gonna make you fall in love with him. And you know what? I'm gonna give it to the female character in Best Friends. I don't know why. Goldie Hawn. Goldie Hawn's character in Best Friends, she did her damn thing. She did the damn thing. I love her in Death Becomes Her, but in this particular film, she was such a warm-hearted woman. She was she leaned into her comedy bag and she definitely got the giggles out of me. And it literally just, I don't know, my heart just warmed for both of their characters. And I don't want to spoil the plot of this film. Like, as you've noticed, I haven't spoiled the plot of any of these films as of yet. So I'm literally just trying to mention my favorites while giving you an opportunity to go watch the film without me spoiling it for you. Another reason why you should be grateful and thankful for me, because all these other YouTubers, they will tell you the entire movie. So what's the point of you watching it? But anyways, you're gonna fall in love with Goldie Hawn's character as well. But Burt Reynolds and Semi-Tough is what really got me. And I was just like, oh wow, I'm completely in love with this man. The fact, I don't want to ruin it, but let's just say in Semi-Tough there's a little bit of a love triangle, and his character is so endearing in that film, in what he in just the way that he is a friend to her, and in the way that he loves her from a distance. It's very beautiful to watch, and it's beautiful to see. So definitely go watch that film if you haven't seen it yet. It's absolutely amazing. It deserves to be in my top 10 if you ask me, but I'm sticking to my guns and I'm just gonna leave it in the honorable mentions. And last but not least, because I have to place an animated film within my honorable mentions, at least if I didn't put any in my top 10, and the film that I am placing as the animated film for my honorable mentions is The Princess Swan. Do I need to say more? I need not say more, because if you're a little girl or a little boy who's grown up in the 90s and has watched the Princess Swan, then you know exactly why it is in my honorable mentions. It's such a beautiful film. And it speaks of the type of childhood that I wish I kind of had with some of my male friends, and like growing up with the boy next door, being forced to spend summers with him, and like not thinking that anything will be of it, like not thinking that we'd fall in love and da 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 da, because he's just like, he's ill. Like, I grew up with him, I saw him do all his, through all his weird growth phases and do all his gross things as a boy. Like, no, that's not the boy that I'm gonna end up with. And then finally love conquers all, through everything, through magic spells and all of that, and he still just sees me through it, and he's the man that I end up with at the end of... Did I just spoil it? Maybe, after saying that I'm not gonna spoil any of the films. Interesting. But you guys, the Princess Swan is such a beautiful film. You're gonna... I would love a live action remake of the Princess Swan. If they could do that for my childhood heart, I think I could die happy. Like, there's a couple of things that has happened in this life that could make me die happy, but if this happens, it'll definitely go into my die happy list, because I am so in love with this film. I'm so in love with the plot of this film. I still have a crush on the prince. I still want to be the princess, even though she had that spell on her for a good portion of the film. Like, I'm like, what would I do as a swan all day? Like, how would I live my life? I don't know. But for the prince's heart, I would do practically almost anything. So yeah, definitely go check these films out if you haven't watched them as yet. I'm gonna be listing them on my letterboxed list titled Top 10 Favorite Movies of All Time. And I hope that you guys check it out. I hope that you guys love it, and be sure to like it and like my other lists as well, because there's like 3 or 4 of them on there as well. But yeah, it's been your girl Casey English, aka CC Love. This has been the end of my video. This is video 5 in the Get to Know Me series. We are halfway through this thing and nearing the end, but let me tell you, buckle up and get ready, because we're just getting started. The videos are only about to get spicier and better, and we're just warming up. The engine is just revving up. Put your foot on that gas, because we about to go, because these next videos are gonna be everything and more, and it's definitely gonna give you a bit more of a peek into my personality. So yeah, you're gonna get to know a little bit more about your girl. So yeah, be sure to like this video, share it, subscribe, and stay on the lookout for the remaining part 5 videos that I'm gonna be posting very, very soon. It's been your girl. Bye.